Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another fantastic episode of Falcor's Mighty Adventures. Let me just start this thingy. Today's going to be a very random episode because I didn't prepare a script. Usually I have a script in my head about what I'm going to talk about, but today I was feeling so depressed, so down, so not wanting to talk. I just wanted to lay down and watch Netflix all day. But I had to make a video today because 1 year ago, I was diagnosed with leukemia, August 21st, 2019. I was diagnosed, and so I was like, for sure I have to make a video today, no matter what. But I didn't prepare it, so it's going to be a very random video. Like it now, so that I guarantee I get a like before you get bored. What I could talk about. So have you heard of this series called Dune? It's a book series. They made a couple of movies, and I think they made 2 series, but they were good but cheap, I guess. And David Lynch made a movie, it's David Lynch, so it's got its appeal, but it's considered not so close to the books. There are a couple of things that were changed. So this book series is I think 4 books long, and the movie doesn't really. It's just the first book, I think. So point is, why am I talking about Dune? It's coming out soon, and it's written by. Crap! Let me just check. Hey guys, I'm back. Frank Herbert. I can't believe I forgot his name. Point is, this guy wrote this series, and it's considered, in today's standards, the best sci-fi work of literature ever created. Now, let that sink in. So this came out way before Star Wars, way before Star Trek, all of that. All of that was somehow, one way or another, inspired by Frank Herbert's epic story of Dune. And now a new movie is going to come out. I think it's called Dune 2020, with a whole bunch of cool actors and some amazing director and writer and everything. It's perfect. It's got all of hope of humanity, and all the fans of Dune are waiting for this. And we're all just worried that he's going to screw it up. Anyway, why am I talking about Dune? Because with all the pandemic going on and how depressing it is, and I'm pretty sure you guys realize by now that we're not done yet. Like, we thought we were out of the fire when things got a little bit better, but let's be real. I mean, we're getting cases now all the time, and people are saying that the second wave is going to be even worse. So, like, we're not out of it yet. So, turns out this quarantine, lockdown, pandemic extravaganza is going to last a little longer. And people are losing their shit. Like, I'm here in Argentina, and we've had 5 months of lockdown, and I'm talking serious, no joke. You go to prison if you're caught outside without the proper permits. They put you in jail and into the clink. So it's serious lockdown here. Businesses are failing. The economy is in the shit. We're not doing too good, and the president keeps saying, "Oh, it's just okay, 1 more month," and then it turns out, okay, no, we're going to extend it another month, and it's just another month. So people are like really losing their minds here, and obviously in other countries too. Everyone's losing their minds over this pandemic, especially the ones with lockdown. But I was thinking, combining the power of Dune and Frank Herbert's genius, I'm going to compare it to the quarantine, and roll with me on this one, okay? Because this is going to be what this video is about. And sorry, I didn't write a script, or I didn't prepare, so you're just going to have to listen. God damn it, okay? So this is what I think. In the Dune series, uber spoiler alert, eventually, I think in book 3, this guy called Leto, who's like this super being who can see the future and the past, and he can relive his ancestors' memories. He's super strong, super powerful. Basically, he's a god, like the physicalist way of making a god. He can do anything a god can do, but he's He's mortal, you know. Although he's immortal, technically you can kill him, you know. And this guy, who was like predicted to be like the savior, he's like the Messiah, like people have been waiting for him to come to appear. You know, he ends up literally conquering the entire universe. And the thing about the Dune world is that humans are the only intelligent creatures. There are no other intelligent life forms. So he literally, as a human, sort of human, kind of human person, ends up conquering the entire universe, or at least known universe, and puts a strict regime that guarantees peace and guarantees harmony and health and security, and you know, all of this, basically the best parts of utopia and the worst parts of the Bible combined. He guarantees this for like generations, hundreds and hundreds of years. People live in perfect peace, nothing going on, nothing interesting. You can't. He banned space travel. You can't leave your system. You have a specific job which is specifically chosen for you because of your capabilities. So it's not like they give a great intellectual person, they don't give him a hammer and you know, go hammer some nails here. They give you a job depending on like what you're good at and what you like. So it's not like crazy, but you're not allowed to do anything else. All you know, medical treatment is free. You've got security. There are no wars. War is illegal. You know, you want to start a war, you die. You cause trouble, you die. You become a criminal, they kill you, you die. Everyone is answerable only to the God Emperor Leto, and you know, he makes the most peaceful, most genius humankind utopia that could possibly be ever made. And since he's all-knowing and can see everything and can see the future and the past, nothing goes beyond him. You can't screw him over. People try to kill him, and he's like, I can literally see the fact that you're going to kill me, so what's the point? You know, I'll kill you. Bye, boom, he's dead. So this happens. This literally, like, this guy ends up controlling the universe, and he produces what is called, what he's trying to do is guarantee the future of humanity. Like, he says he does this out of love. You at first you don't understand why. Like, is this what you want for humanity? You want them to be like living in this utopic dystopia at the same time, where like they can't really do anything. They're sort of trapped in peace. You know, it's like this peace that nobody asked for. You know, we're not allowed to do anything. We like gave up our freedom, and even though, you know, we're immune to diseases and there's no war or anything like that, you know, we've given up a big part of our humanity, a big part of that freedom, and that's the whole point. Leto eventually explains that what he wants to do is like traumatize humanity with peace. He's like, I'm going to give you such a peace that you will never ever forget it. You will never forget this peace and how fucking boring it was, and how crappy life is when everything is given to you, and how with no challenge, you know, humanity loses its spark. It's like, yeah, I've given you a world without war, without disease. You can live as long as your body can maintain you, you know, things like that. And screw you if you don't want it. If you don't like it, you can fucking die. You know, it's like this aggressive, very aggressive piece that, like, I hope you learn your lesson how crappy life is like, because he predicted that if he didn't do this, humanity would sort of be always wanting peace, when in actuality what they want, what humanity wants, is they've got this hunger for like more, and like it's within their like DNA to like expand and push the frontiers and make something better. If I've got something good, I want it better. You know, humanity is a very ambitious species, and you know, we're wanting peace all the time. But do we really? Is that really what humanity needs? And so he believed that no, what humanity needs is to know peace, so well that you don't want it anymore. So you respect peace, but at the same time, you understand that it's important to expand. So it's like having both worlds. Something that, you know, you'd expect to be impossible, but Leto achieves this by like being a demigod and being able to control humanity to such an extent that like he forces peace on them, and they learn their lesson, because eventually Leto, plot twist, and spoiler alert, Leto dies. God Emperor Leto actually dies, and when he dies, of course, his crazy regime, not only is it impossible to maintain because they don't have a demigod on their side, humanity itself, everyone wants that peace done. They're like, I don't want this anymore. I don't want to have this perfect, safe world anymore. So space travel is available again, and everyone F's off to all the corners of the universe. Anywhere where humanity hasn't gone, they're like, I want to go there. And it's like, oh, but you don't know it. Maybe it's dangerous. I don't care. But you could die. I don't care. I don't care if I die. I just want to get out of here. And by doing this extreme expansion, this sort of like explosive human revolutionary expansion, it sort of disperses humanity in such a large area in the universe that apparently Leto predicts that humanity becomes in a way invincible, because kind of like a disease that you just can't combat the whole area, you can only combat it in certain areas and it regenerates in others and you can't kill it, you know. The same way humanity ends up being so prolific, so expanded in the entire universe that that we guarantee our safety. We will never be extinct, because there's always going to be humanity somewhere in the universe. And how does this, some people might be already predicting how I'm going to connect this to the pandemic. So all of you who are tied to your beds, you know, trying to like not lose their minds because you're not allowed to go outside, you're not allowed to see your friends, and especially to my Argentine pals, for sure something like what happened in what's called the Golden Path, Leto's ideal world, something like that's going to happen to us too, where we're not going to forget this pandemic for the rest of our lives, and we're going to tell our kids about this, and we're going to tell them how effing boring it was not doing anything. And you know, some of us are going to be completely changed. We're going to be like, I want to work. I want a job to beat the crap out of me, because I've been so desensitized by just sitting on my ass the whole day for months, who knows, maybe years. Imagine the effect it's going to be exactly like when the God Emperor died in Dune. We're going to be obsessing, or maybe some of us are going to be like, you know what? I'm leaving the city. I'm leaving this country. I'm leaving. I'm finally going to Milan. I'm going to live there. Or some people are going to be like, you know what? I've spent so much time with my family now that I can't work in my workplace, or God forbid, maybe you lost your job. Some of you guys might be like, but at least I got time to spend with my family, and I realized my family shouldn't be in this crappy country. I'm going to take them out. I'm going to do everything I can to give them a future in another place. And I'm not talking about Argentina in particular. Like, I'm not leaving this country because I think it's pretty beautiful. I want to spend the rest of my life here, even though it's very crappy right now. I think there's a chance that things can get better. And but many other people will be like, dude, screw nationalism. What's important is my children's happiness. Maybe some people will completely change their minds. They're gonna be like, you know what? I'm finally gonna do it. I'm not gonna spend my money on stuff that I don't need. I'm gonna spend it on traveling. I want to see the world. Now that I've been stuck in my room all day, let's go out there. Let's expand, and we're gonna have a sort of revolution. Mark my words. The job market's gonna change. Industry is gonna change. Banking is gonna change. The transportation is gonna change. I don't know what's gonna happen with the flights, but I don't know if you've heard, supersonic flight is like just around the corner. Then you've got, transportation's going to be way different. Traveling, vacations, things like that. All of that's going to change. Prices are going to change. There's going to be way more work that's going to be from home, because all these companies that have spent a lot trying to maintain a physical office, many of those companies are going to be like, dude, I made just as much money, if not more, having my workers work from home. So why the hell would I pay for expenses and rent and all that on a physical place when I can just do everything online? So things are going to change. I know fashion companies. I talk to people that are in the fashion industry who are like, dude, this has been the best year we've ever had in like the entire decade. It hasn't been any better than this, because they've moved everything to an online store, and so they cut costs by practically everything. All they do is pay the designers, and everything else is online. They don't need a physical place to do it, unless it's to make the actual clothes. But you get what I mean. Many, and they've got a physical store now again, but the point is, online sales went up so much that many companies are going to be like, do I even need a physical place to be? It's just crazy, and we are going to go through a revolution like that. So you're listening to a guy that, oh crap, I'm going to die here. You're listening to a guy that is not allowed to go outside. The doctors don't allow me. Although I'm not sick anymore, I'm still going through post-treatment here. So I'm still not allowed to go outside, because if I catch the coronavirus, I'm done. I'm completely screwed if I do. I'm one of those people that most likely will die if I catch the corona. So I'm not allowed to leave. And I'm telling you, as a guy in that situation, I'm telling you, there's a lot we can learn as humanity from a thing like this. The world will never be the same, whether you like it or not. And I think it's going to be for the best. In fact, my conspiracy theory nut brain is almost saying this seems super convenient. Have you ever considered how quickly all the countries in the world, practically all of civilization, agreed, okay, everyone stay inside. We don't agree on anything. We don't agree on religion. We don't agree on politics. Everything's corrupt. We don't even agree on on health sometimes. We're like, no, this isn't real. No, but anti-vaxxers and things like that. And now people are like, all the countries, all the governments are like, yeah, pandemic, okay, everyone stay inside. And some people took it less seriously, some people took it more, but the whole world agreed, we're going to be going through this as a planet. And that's crazy. It almost seems like it was orchestrated. And, one moment they're saying, oh, in China there's this disease, and we've been through swine flu, SARS, and everything, but this time, for whatever reason, this particular disease, this time, we were like, no, this is super serious, everyone take it super seriously. And the governments actually listened. So it's kind of weird. Super duper quick. So it's almost super convenient. But, I don't want to let my mind get into those dark places, because one, we're never going to get the answer, because I don't have the keys. I don't have the keys to the cabinet of truth. But it just seems it is a very what's happening has never happened before. In humanity's life. Maybe, I guess, the closest thing, I think, would be Spanish flu or the Black Plague. Now, of course, the Black Plague had a higher mortality rate, but we were also in medieval times. Bubonic plague, it's pretty nasty. But what I mean is, as a whole, even with the Black Plague, it's not like we had China, working with Italy to prevent it and to help each other around. We haven't had a world war against disease. I don't think we've ever had that. So maybe they're gonna call this World War Corona or some crap. Who knows? It's so weird. Sometimes I think. I think I imagined this really weird thing. I'm gonna end the episode soon here, but I thought about this thing, like eventually some kids, maybe our kids, are gonna be reading about coronavirus in the history books, and just stupid stuff that my mind goes through. Like the kids are gonna study, COVID-19, and they're gonna be like, yeah, that disease that was terrible in 2019, and it's like, no, that was actually during 2020. 2020 was like the big year of like COVID-19, and it's just weird. It's like it's gonna be one of those things that our kids are gonna study, and they might get it wrong on an exam. Isn't that kind of freaky? Like it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, I don't remember the exact date when Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon, but back then it was like the day, like everyone knew it in those days. It's just weird. We're going through a historic event that our kids are going to study, and they're going to get wrong on their history tests because they didn't go through it. Let's see. I don't know. I don't want you guys to lose hope. Today I kind of lost hope because I realized I don't know when I'm gonna be able to leave. I'm kind of hoping I can rent a place in the countryside. I don't know when that's gonna happen. But if I'm not losing hope, I don't want you guys to lose hope. And happy story. Oh, by the way, I'm going to upload another video, like a little super secret commemorating this day. So, because this thing nearly killed me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Kind of weird episode today, but I just want you guys to know that, we're going through this together. All of us. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. See you in the next one, and I love you guys. Bye bye.